Whew. So as I drop into my body on day 4 of 30 of Unscripted, my body today it honestly feels like I'm right at the edge of something massive, is really the best way to describe how my body feels today. It is just excited and overflowing with like the feeling of like you're right. It's like that whole how Pink sings like trust fall, right? It's like the trust fall. And it feels that way, but it feels like, of course the universe needs me. Of course, of course. It feels so fucking good. So fucking good. Um there's not even words. And it's funny. I kept feeling like there would be a day where there's not necessarily words. And I thought in the days where there wouldn't be words, it would be because I would like feel like I'm in my shit, right? Um, and yesterday I was in shit and like I totally kind of like moved through it, right? Real time. Um, and now I am since yesterday, I just feel more free is the best way to describe how my body really feels. Right. And the whole point of this, like 30 days unscripted, is really to be able to speak for my body and kind of process in real time and like whatever my body wants to share, right? Like unscripted, but like doing it through my body. And so, right, I feel like, right, like obviously, right, I just we're gonna kind of go there, like, right, let's talk like the law of correspondence, aka law of mirrors. And it is what we are currently living inside in the frequency temple, is embodying like literally living the laws through our body. And so the law of mirrors, right? Law of correspondence, which is basically just whatever your frequency is, right? It's not the words we're saying from the mind. It's not what we want, right? Like we can want till we're blue in the face. It is like what is our core frequency that we're transmitting, right, at all times. Because that's what is going to be mirrored back to us. And so inside of this, what I'm loving is we are doing like we have embodiment drops daily. Well, we have like I do like a short audio training, and then and it's not a training, it's like a short audio, like 3-minute audio, right? Whatever, 5-6 minutes, whatever. And then we always have an embodiment drop, like a vibe type booster. And so these embodiment drops that I've been doing, um which is just like being in our bodies, right? And like stopping through the day and like what frequency am I transmitting out into the world, right? And obviously it's like what my reflection is how my internal world, right? Like what the actual frequency that I'm putting out there. And so um the more and more that I'm continuing to like come back into my body and like check in just to see what my body wants to share with me. Um it's so amazing like how quickly like we think we need to do something, right? To like change outcomes. And truthfully, just come back and like check in with like what frequency are you putting out, right? There could be, I can't tell you, like, we don't need to go look for our wounds. We don't need to like try to like see all of our trauma and get to it, right? No. We get to like meet the arising. So like when we're dropping into our bodies and we're feeling what's here for us and we're like full presence with like what is here, it is amazing when you actually listen and feel into like what your body's saying. And having said that, fear comes up, but when you're embodied and like you're actually listening, you can absolutely feel what is truth and true for you and what's fucking fear, right? Like there's no doubt about what that is. And you can still have fear and have it for you, right? Like, but you know it's for you. And we don't have to dive into our trauma unless we're feeling it in our, like if it's there and present, girl, it is your job to, right, like listen, honor, respect yourself by listening and by feeling and by allowing that energy to move just like we did yesterday. And then coming back to that, right, Oracle self and living from her. And so what I'm loving is inside the frequency temple, we've been doing these daily like embodiment practices, but around like I said, this month we're doing it around the law of mirrors. And it oh, it has really helped me to, right, just like that reflection of what frequency am I sending out? And what I've noticed is, right, like that keeper, I'm never going to sit here and say like I have no keeper tendencies because that would be a fucking lie, right? I absolutely will see a keeper pattern come up and I'll be like, ooh, okay, love that. What's here for me? Right. And like feel into it. And what I'm noticing is the more short micro practices that I come back to and that we are doing inside, right, of this community, it just is releasing more and more from my body. And I don't have to do anything. It's literally being with me and doing these short micro practices that are literally like under 2 minutes. And that is changing my natural frequency alone. And it is such a game changer. So if you're interested in the frequency temple and you're ready to like live as the oracle, you just let me know. But anyway, I mean, if you know, you know. All right. But I'm feeling like magical as fuck in my body today. I hope you are too.